Our Thanksgiving is full, maybe next year, Dad messaged. I just said, no worries. They had no idea I'd bought a $5 million ranch in Montana. Can you imagine getting a text message from your own father? Just 8 cold words. Telling you there's no room for you at the Thanksgiving table? My heart didn't just break that morning. It hardened, turning a quiet ache into a roaring fire of determination. The initial blow: I'm Amelia Hart, 32, living in Seattle. That Thanksgiving morning my coffee was still steaming in my hand, but a chill ran right through me. My phone buzzed. It was Dad. The screen glowed with those words. Thanksgiving's full. Maybe next year. No emoji, no explanation, just that brutal finality. I stared at them until my coffee went stone cold. They looked so innocent on the surface, practical even. But I recognized the familiar, icy sting behind them, a coldness that had followed me my entire life. My reply was 2 words, perfectly polite, perfectly neutral. No worries. I pressed send, my thumb hovering, almost begging for a follow-up. Something like, we'll squeeze you in. Or drop by later. But nothing came. The silence that followed was deafening, louder than any argument we'd ever had. Outside, Seattle was already humming with holiday cheer. Car horns softened by drizzle, shop windows overflowing with cinnamon pies and paper turkeys. Every corner smelled of roasted chestnuts in anticipation. But in my apartment, just the hum of the refrigerator and the crushing weight of an empty chair. I could almost hear the laughter already rising from my parents' house in Portland, the scrape of serving spoons, the clinking of glasses when my sister Lena walked in with her husband and their twin boys. The perfect family tableau. My parents at the head of the table, Mom's voice. So thankful for all of us being together. All of them, that is, except me. I didn't cry. I didn't even sigh. Instead, something inside me settled into a strange, unsettling calm. Maybe it's because, without realizing it, I've been preparing for this moment for years. There's only so many times you can be told, maybe next year, before you finally decide, no, this year is mine. A secret empire. I set my cup down, walked to the corkboard above my desk, and pinned up a printed invoice that had arrived 2 weeks earlier. It was the closing paper for a ranch in White Valley, Montana. 260 acres of open land, cedar cabins, and a kitchen big enough to host a village. The number at the bottom still made my stomach clench. $5 million. But it wasn't about the money. It was about what it represented: freedom. Proof that I could build something from absolutely nothing. I hadn't told my parents, of course. To them, I was still Amelia, the too busy daughter, always chasing projects, never home long enough to fit into their carefully curated picture. They had no idea that the same silence they'd given me had become the fuel that built an empire in logistics tech. That every proud word spoken about Lena had pushed me to work one more sleepless night until my company finally stood strong on its own 2 feet. And they certainly didn't know that this Thanksgiving, I wasn't planning to eat takeout noodles alone in front of the TV. Oh no, I had something else in mind. Something bigger, warmer, louder. Full story on the channel. Link below. Click now and watch what happened next.